the lectionary messes with our minds every now and then, plays tricks with us. That is, sometimes it offers us these softballs over the plate that are supposed to be easy to hit out of the park. And this happens usually on those days during the year when it's always the same lectionary text, right? Instead of the 3-year cycle, every year you can count on a particular text, whether it's Christmas morning or Easter or a whole host of other festivals or celebrations. But the problem is they're not easy, right? Because pastors, preachers look at them and think, oh, we just did this last year, or is this the same text year after year after year? And it can create a bit of a challenge, right? What started off perhaps as being a nice, easy text becomes almost oppressive because of the need that preachers feel to find something new to say about it year after year. So what advice can I give? How can we look at that in a new way? I think on the one hand, most people don't remember this was the text from last year. It's a new text to a lot of folks. Some of the groupies, the hardcore church folk, will remember that this is always the text. But for most people, I'm convinced they don't remember this from last year. They might remember your sermon, so you don't want to repeat the sermon. But sometimes people who are closest to the biblical text, pastors and others, all of a sudden find things and they think, oh, everybody knows this, or everybody's heard this, or this is the same old hat. But it's not. You need to remind yourself that people are hearing newness in these texts. That's one thing. A second thing, too, is that the stories will continue to work. The passages will continue to work in their own way, and people will continue to find new things in them. If you, as a preacher, create the space for that to happen, right? If you overinterpret a text, if you say this is the only thing it means, or the only way, the one-size-fits-all interpretation, people will, in my experience, not find newness or not be encouraged to dwell more deeply in a text. But if you lay out a wealth of possibilities, not, choose your favorite or the text can mean anything, but a real wealth of possibilities, these are ways in which the text instructs us, or ways in which a passage might be meaningful or has been meaningful to Christians. People can start to poke around and they'll start to find things that are new to them, that are interesting to them, whether it's setting the text in a particular historical context or playing with different characters in a story from the Gospels, or finding language or terminology in a particular prophetic oracle or passage. Anything that helps people see there's a lot of meaning here waiting to be found, waiting to be encountered. Let them make some of the connections, but you as a preacher, open the text up, right? Create the space for people to have a genuine encounter, not just with words on a page, but with God through that text.